strength matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
Total leather and we'll get started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Washington Huskies offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Here comes the heat. They're working that left side. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number one.
And the Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Just keeps slinging it. Zips it out to his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He's got his man across the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Ramsauer. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now on second and goal. Back to pass. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. He'll go to the sneak. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Going right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. The Pirates offense has the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was
turning it on. Quick step and go. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across space. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And third and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big third down stop.
The Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Finding an escape route. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Trying play action. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Pirates will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The fair catch called for and made. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on second and short. Got his man on the right. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Pirates with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Snagged in the middle. It's Duke. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. To the ground with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Pirates kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Shakes off the defender. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Henderson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the 3-ball gives us a tie.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He makes the grab. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. Fights off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Duke. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Pirates moving quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Dumps it off in the flats. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. This time they'll go to the running game. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Pirates pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got the back in the middle. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. They'll run play action. Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Immediately fires to the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Back open in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Makes the grab. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Snags it quickly on the left. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The Pirates can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Pirates in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fowler. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fowler. And this one will be stopped for no gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
What a weapon this kicker is. When you've got leg talent like that, you're liable to score from anywhere on the field. Just get the ball close to midfield, and you can put 3 on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Oh, he's got some space. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll give it to the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The kick is on its way. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play. And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Ramsauer. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. They booted away on 4th down. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Pirates will call on their punt team. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Looking to throw on 1st down. Puts it out of the air. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. He's going to run it. Oh, what a cut! And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ramsauer. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Touchdown, Washington. They take the lead with the 6.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Pittsburgh. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. He'll keep it on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Pirates are flying down the field. Off the play fake. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Duke. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down. And they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Got him downfield. There he goes. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Quickly complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He slides that just inside the right upright. That brings him to within 1.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Give to the running back. Across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The inside handoff. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Kick is in the air. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with a pick.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete to the right. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Pirates. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Pressure coming. Makes the grab on the left. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Quick strike complete. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Got his man down the middle. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Gets away. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.